Thank you so much, Abhishek, for giving me this opportunity to have a discussion with you regarding my soft skills and how I take up different questions. So, without further ado, I'll just quickly jump to different questions. So, I'll just start with the first question. Tell me something about yourself. So, my name is Shishir Sonekar, and I have done my Bachelor of Engineering from Computer Science from Nagpur University back in 2015. And uh, since then, almost a decade now, I am working as a full stack engineer with different startups and scale ups over this 9.5 years. Um, Being a full stack engineer, working with different fast paced startups, I have got an opportunity to work in almost every aspect of modern day cloud application, from uh, writing data intensive front ends in React to writing scalable backend microservices in Node.js, Python, Golang to writing a CI/CD pipeline using Jenkins, deploying deploying different Kubernetes clusters, and making sure our APIs are working in a auto-scaling um, environment in Kubernetes, as well as designing databases for different applications. But yeah, over this time, I have found my interest towards the backend development, specifically about writing microservices that is built to handle the scale and is manageable to be extended further as per the business requirements. So yeah, I'm currently a senior software engineer 3 at Ola Kritrim. Uh, and here I manage a team of 7 junior engineers, apart from my own individual contributions day by day. Mm, and my primary roles and responsibility here is to manage the IAM and VPC engine for cloud service offering. Just to give you a little bit of a background, Ola Kritrim is a cab booking aggregator and AI cloud service offering in India, which is serving 14 million monthly transacting users. Uh, um, and My current project here is a lot more about migrating the existing cab booking business from AWS to our own cloud service offering. And under that, I have taken over these two crucial projects. One is IAM, which is Identity and Access Management platform, through which enterprise customers have a independence to create different roles, different policies according to their organization structure, and they can create different IAM users who will be having um, different resource-based policy assigned to different users and user groups. Um, that's how they can operate in their organization between different teams. As well as I got an opportunity to build the VPC engine. That is basically a wrapper over OpenStack Neutron, which provides us the functionality to create different networking resources like VPC, mm, and ports, subnets, making sure that the VM that is getting assigned is belong to a certain subnet pool and under a specific VPC, and making sure that two different VPCs handled by the one customer can have communication between them between through VPC peering and other networking related stuff which is upcoming in the release. So in this pursuit, mostly uh, apart from this Ola Kritrim, I've started my journey with Niyam, where I joined as a founding engineer, uh, and mm, I got an opportunity to build the core banking remittance platform from scratch. We started with a team of five engineers, and what we had back then in front of us was a .NET based monolith application, which we extended to make a full scale microservice architecture based project backend application written majorly in Node.js. Um, Handling scale up to 50, handling 50 plus different countries and processing millions of transactions every year. And my primary roles and role with them is to build their payment processor, which has got integrated with 50 plus different banking APIs, um, and which intelligently decides which particular banking partner has to go through for the specific transaction, which will be a most cost effective for us, as well as should be able to maintain the SLA agreed by the with the client. So yeah, after that, I got an opportunity to work as a backend engineer with Civil Maps, which is a self-driving car startup of Silicon Valley. Back then, my project was with Ford and Daimler, who were our major um, investors. I was working with them to automate the lane annotation over HD maps, which is basically provides a decision engine for self-driving cars and modern day ADAS systems. Later on, after that, I got an opportunity to work with Sports Total, which is a sports streaming platform in European region. Their USP is a lot more about providing low-cost broadcasting solution to different amateur sports events, which happens majorly around Germany, Netherlands, and the countries around that region. And The company has its own streaming platform as well, where we provide the live pay-per-view access to different live streaming as well as recorded streaming sports events. So my role primarily with Sport Total was to make their infrastructure transition from a monolith to a microservice architecture, and to and handle their scaling issues which were happening back then when the first major event which Sport Total got was to host the FIFA World Cup event uh, on their platform. So back then we were having like huge load of traffic, and we noticed that even the platform is not being able to handle even the 5,000 concurrent users in the platform. So we took a step back. We realized what all different bottlenecks are there, and based on that, we made a new architecture of the platform and made it live for the users to use. And other than that, I have made their payment infrastructure, which is majorly the integration of PayPal and Stripe into their platform, so that user can make a pay-per-view purchase for any specific sporting event which is about to happen or happening right now, and they would be having access to that recording event for the next 30 days. And then IBS was another one of a major company where I got a chance to work. It's a Singapore-based ad serving platform, majorly operating in Southeast Asia and Australian region. And the company majorly works with different online video publications, um, and we help them monetize their content over their platform by providing them our own proprietary video player solution, over which we match them with different SSPs, advertisers, so that they can earn revenue over their with their video content over their platform. So uh, we work with them on a revenue sharing model with all our publisher clients. And my primary role in that company was to build a contextual analysis pipeline. uh, the role of the contextual analysis pipeline is to get the particular context and the category of that particular page where we have to host our advertising. We have to match different advertising campaigns over that platform. So this pipeline, it used to fetch first all 20,000 plus different pages which are published by our publisher client every day, and goes through them one by one, uh, like fetching their textual content, then converting it into standard English from the regional language, then using our own ML pipeline, we used to get the category of that particular page based on the 128 different IAB standard categories, which we used to pass on further to our SSP, who make sure to serve only the relevant campaign over that page. And that with this particular project, actually, we with in the first 3 months of operation itself, we were able to manage 43 plus percent increase in the revenue of advertising content. Uh, so now cut back to uh, Ola Kritrim right now. Here I am being a crucial part of building cloud service offering, and this is going well. And yes, this is the broad journey which I am currently having with over this last 9.5 years. If you have any specific questions, I would definitely love to address the same. Thank you. So the next question which I am going to answer is, please share your most challenging project that you are most proud of. So on top of my mind right now, which I would say, um, which was one of the most challenging one, and something which I'm really proud of, is building the payment processor for the core banking remittance platform while I started working with NIEM. So yeah, back just like I've given you a little background about NIEM, so this will be a little easy. So this payment processor, which we wanted to build, has to have the functionality to handle 100,000 plus transactions per day. And in front of us, we were having 50 plus banking partners, and with whom some of them were having their API, some of them works on a file transfer protocol, and all of them were having certain different ways to make the secure connection from our infrastructure to their infrastructure. And there were loads of different documentation for their APIs, but one by one, I have gone through the integration of those APIs, writing the backend code in a much manageable way, so that certain different Utilities can be reused while integrating a new banking API. So the payment processor intelligently makes a check that okay, for this particular transaction statement, we what would be the best possible banking API based on what corridor we want to make this remittance possible, as well as the amount, as well as the SLA which has been agreed by with the client, and uh, for that particular transaction scenario, what would be the most cost effective gateway for us to move forward. Just if I have to give you an example, if um, we were also having the integration with the Yes Bank in India for the Indian payments, specifically for the Indian corridor. So in India, there are NEFT transaction, IMPS transaction, and RTGS transaction. So the platform takes the decision based on all these parameters, what will be the most cost effective as well as be a better solution to have a better experience for the customer. So yeah, with multiple iteration in the whole uh, mm, like development took around 2 months of time. After that, we took a specific time for testing. Then we did some of the load testing over it as well, and then right now, yeah, the this payment processor is something which is the crucial part of NIAM for providing service to our B2B and B2C customers, and has processed billions and billions worth of payment till now and still operating after 7 years of operation. Thank you. So, yeah, I don't have much of a time. I think I can take this last question, which is, are you okay with relocating to Amsterdam as your office location? So, yes, in fact, I have traveled last year to Netherlands. I've stayed there for 1.5 months, and I'm quite uh, impressed with the culture and inclusivity in the society, as well as the natural beauty all around in the city, parks everywhere, and people are really very conscious about their fitness. So I totally loved the culture there in Netherlands, as well as the advancement of public infrastructure and such a organized society is something which I envision to be a part of. And definitely another one of a crucial factor which I consider while for relocating to Amsterdam is that what I've noticed is that mostly the companies in Netherlands, especially Amsterdam, are a lot more uh, like cautious about their work culture, and they make sure to have such a good culture. And just like with booking.com, I think I would love to be a part of such a community and make my contribution to such a interesting project working in such a scale. So yes, if we talk about this opportunity, I would be more than happy to take it forward. Thank you. I think I'm mostly done with my 20 minutes, and this should be good. So, Abhishek, thank you so much for such a great hackathon journey, globathon journey. And it has, I can't tell you how impactful it has been throughout my career, and how I feel a lot more confident in terms of my mindset, in terms of my preparation, and as well as over my self belief. So, thank you so much for this. would love to stay connected with you going forward. And in this, if I get an opportunity to come to Stockholm, I would love to meet you there. Thank you.